Before we get to the video, I just want to let you guys know about our Patreon, where you can join our Discord and converse with us directly, get access to all our anime reactions, and see all our reactions early, so go check that out. Even if you can't support us over there, that's okay. You can still make a huge impact to our channel right here on YouTube. If you like our reactions, if you like our discussions, if you want to see more, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It really does make a huge difference to us. And most importantly of all, enjoy the reaction. What's up, now since you're watching DarkStar, my name's Anthony. Chris.
If I downstream, I had an aneurysm.
Who are you guys going with here? Or
Who
like
going against?
who are you biased for?
Black
Widowmaker
Widow,
or Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Yeah, I'd have to say Black Widow as well. I like Widowmaker a lot, though. She's easily one of my top characters in Overwatch. But I feel like I'm supposed to go with the fucking Marvel character here.
Widowmaker's a better shot. Black Widow, I assume, got better hand-to-hand combat.
Black Widow kind of sucks.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna go with Widowmaker.
You're already 0 for 1 today, so.
Okay, so we're bringing up bullshit. What are your thoughts pre analysis in terms of who do you think would actually win? Base impression before we get some feats in there.
Well, I don't think Black Widow is fast enough to dodge a goddamn speeding bullet. So, I mean, there's that.
I mean, well, I think it's going to be so close, though. I think the battle's going to be so close. It's tough, man. I mean, Widowmaker, honestly. She sees her coming, she shoots her, she dies. And she doesn't miss. So.
I don't know anything about Black Widow
though?
from the comics.
Have you played Overwatch, though?
I mean, in the cinematic, she doesn't miss. I mean, that's the only thing. If they started fucking face-to-face Black Widow,
Wait,
I assume there's going to be some distance at some point.
actually, can we backtrack for a second? Didn't in the Tracer versus Widowmaker one where she assassinates the dude, doesn't doesn't like Tracer get like poisoned, but then she just uses her reverse thing? Isn't that what happens? Or no?
I don't think so, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it. As far as Black Widow goes, you got born and raised in the Black Widow project, and they were basically brainwashed, high military experience, trained almost in every fucking gun, sharpshooting, hand-to-hand combat, all of it. There is a code word, or actually it's not a code word, it's a code scent. So I don't know if that would come into play or not, but there's a scent that if this person was to be able to get the scent, she physically would just not attack him. That's how Nick Fury got Black Widow on the team in the first game.
I knew that.
Ended up still in the scent. Yeah, she was given this serum, so she does have a little bit of a healing factor, not a crazy one or anything, but she was given a serum that kind of like fucking boosts pretty much every single just part of her in general, you know, strength, speed, perception, all of it. So I mean, maybe she could dodge a bullet. Who knows? It'd be pretty insane. But that's pretty much it, honestly. It's not too crazy.
Okay.
If she can get Black Widow's gun away from her, I think it's or Widowmaker's gun away from her. I think it's pretty much game on that point.
Okay, so I'm sure they're going to show this in there. I'm not sure. So the part where she lets the bullet go through her, I think she either teleported or backtracked. Doesn't look like she just went in tinge. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but she definitely did. She did use it to get herself. She ran into the poison, fell down, and then Widowmaker had the gun to her head, and then she fucking rewound or whatever so that she could dodge the poison. My thought process there then is that if the poison actually incapacitates and she ever gets hit by it, then Black Widow's basically going to win because she doesn't have an ability to just fucking rewind time and be okay from the poison or whatever.
I think Black Widow actually might be immune to poison because of the serum that she was given.
Well, I can't say for anything like that, but I will say that would be a really weird ability to have.
What?
I mean, it's not impossible, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's not like poison is just like a thing. You know what I mean? It's not like all poison is the same. Like if you have a different kind of poison,
but
you
I
have
thought
to
it
have
was, like,
immunity to every
toxins and
kind of
disease and shit like that is what it was.
poison or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about fucking Black Widow to know either way or whatever. But it would be kind of weird to just have an immunity to all poison unless that was an inherent ability that you fucking basically like. But it's possible. I mean, it's not like radiation gives you fucking
So-
superpowers like Hulk does. So
Well, she's got a healing factor. They ramped up her immune system and her cell repair system as well. Is what the serum did.
yeah, so maybe
So,
she'd have a
healing
little bit
factor.
better resistance to it potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Black Widow has stupid aim too. I mean, especially in the movies, she had to have stupid aim because otherwise, how is she gonna how's like her and Hawkeye gonna compete with fucking like the other Avengers if they don't have something that gives them like significant, advantage over at least the common person or whatever. So I think they both got stupid aim. I think they're both probably solid in hand-to-hand combat. Although I think, like Joey said, I think Black Widow probably is better in hand-to-hand, and Widowmaker's
say that
probably
as well.
better at aiming. So between those two,
Well, I mean, Widowmaker's whole kit is to
yeah,
keep her at a distance. So
But does she have pistols or just a sniper? Because Black
she's
Widow's
got a
got.
sniper, but it's also an assault
Yeah.
rifle as well.
Okay.
that could be something interesting. I bet I'd be willing to bet that Black Widow has a more diverse kit that she's used throughout her career. I mean, as far as we know, Black
Sure.
Widow's basically got the poison, her sniper that's an auto gun, and her grapple. I mean, that's basically the extent of what we know that she has, I think. I guess her like infrared thing if you want to start adding in like different accessories, but even in the movies we saw Black Widow use a variety of different weaponry. We saw her have the electric shit or whatever that she was carrying around on her arms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of different stuff, so
Widow's bite.
yeah.
That's what it's called.
Well, okay, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see what they bring up in the analysis and make our picks.
Rooster teeth.
Some people are born to be heroes or villains, but many are thrust upon these roles with very little regard and must simply make the best of their new, stressful life.
Like Black Widow, the covert enemy turned ally of the Avengers.
And Widowmaker, the deadly but unwitting adversary of Overwatch.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Natalia Romanov, more commonly known as the anglicized Natasha Romanoff, is one of the more curious members of the legendary Avengers.
Yeah, unlike most of them, she doesn't have any ridiculous superpowers, and she even started out as a bad guy.
Like many secret agents, Natasha's past is a mystery. One account claims she was raised by a soldier named Ivan Petrovich, who taught her the art of combat. His teachings were so affluent that Natasha was kidnapped by an order of assassins known as the Hand, intending to train her as their master
Age
assassin.
91,
Luckily,
body of
Wolverine
35.
and Captain Boy Scout rescued her, but she eventually put her talents to use, working for the KGB and becoming a famous ballerina.
However, the most likely story was that Petrovich admitted a young Natasha to a secret Soviet program called the Black Widow Ops. There, in the infamous Red Room, Natasha was trained to be the deadliest spy in the world.
She learned all sorts of stealth, assassination, and martial arts techniques, including the newly invented Sambo style, which is basically like street fighting judo mixed with the craziest grappling moves ever. Like, how does she even do that? Russian's magic.
She learned dozens of other martial
Power
arts,
of the
including
wig.
karate,
Da.
Muay Thai, Aikido, and Kung Fu.
And she's mastered all sorts of weaponry, becoming an expert marksman. Damn, sign me up for the Spider Ops.
Don't get the wrong idea. The Red Room was brutal. Natasha was brainwashed, literally programmed with false memories, which included her days as a ballerina. She was even forced to duel other members to the death. Crazy to think about considering how much went into each one's training, but all the more to transform her into the ultimate stone-cold spy, codenamed Black Widow.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you gotta do if you wanna be a winner. When I was a kid, Mama Boomstick trained me and some friends to eat over 60 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I was the only one who survived.
Wow.
You should see it coming out.
Well, while Natasha was plenty deadly on her own, she got one more gift from the Red Room.
A super soldier serum. Because at the time, everyone and their dog was trying to make the next Captain America. But she wound up with the knockoff dollar store version, because the Nazis decided to kill the only person in the world who knew how to make it. Seriously, what was this guy thinking?
Even still, she received some impressive benefits, including a beyond Olympic level physique, inhuman resistance to poison and disease,
Boom.
and slowed aging,
Got it.
So she gets to keep her good looks for over a century.
and run up to 35 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
As the Black Widow, Natasha quickly proved her dominance over her peers, soon becoming the KGB's top operative. Taking on the most perilous of missions, it wasn't long until she found herself face to face with an adversary who proved her match: Iron Man.
Hey, when it takes a super suit with enough munition to wipe out a whole city to stop you, you know you're pretty good at what you do.
To destroy Iron Man and his team of Avengers, Black Widow recruited Hawkeye and attempted to sway him to the dark side. But to her surprise, the exact opposite happened.
Yeah, turns out Hawkeye is so goddamn handsome that he literally love-struck the brainwashing out of her.
And so, Black Widow
Jesus
betrayed her
Christ.
country and became an ally of the Avengers.
It's gotta be
And while
one of
keeping up with the likes of
the
Iron Man and
most
Thor is no easy
sexist fucking
Not just
origin
for
stories
her amazing
ever.
talents, but
I mean,
also
it-
her plethora of
I don't know where they're getting that
gadgets.
from, but that's definitely
Where does she
incorrect.
keep them all in
So-
that bodysuit? It's like super tight. I mean, not that I'm complaining or anything, but the logistics are baffling.
Well, not only is her suit composed of an abnormally durable Kevlar, she has several gadgets hidden within her gauntlets. The Widow's line is a retractable grappling hook that lets her swing like Spider-Man. Cartridges of tear gas pellets and explosives serve obvious purposes. And then there's the Widow's Bite.
What, like a spider bite? And how's that supposed to... Huh. Wow, that was pretty shocking, Wiz. You broke your glasses, idiot. I don't know, God, I should have seen this coming.
Even without the KGB, Black Widow remains one of the top assassins in the world. She's so skilled with a sniper rifle, she could cut Hawkeye's bowstring while he's in mid-shot, forcing him to miss his target. To put this in perspective,
Yeah, I knew
the
that,
average
dude.
thickness of compound
I knew
bowstring
that
is
for
about
sure.
1/100th of an inch thick. That's as thin as a fingernail. And she made this shot from hundreds of feet away.
She's quick enough to easily dodge point-blank gunfire, skilled enough to defeat 100 men by herself, and strong enough to snap a guy's neck with just one kick.
So she
Pretty
can dodge
impressive,
bullets.
as it takes around 600 pounds of force to
I'm
break a
assuming
human neck.
Widowmaker's gonna be better up
She's
close
so
than I thought
goddamn
then.
tough. She's taken a grenade to the face from a few feet away, and she was fine. She fell 4 stories, threw a mounted sign into a car, and she was fine. So much for that super serum being dollar store junk, right?
Well, this durability extends
A 3
beyond
mile
physical
sniper
toughness.
shot.
After all, she doesn't exactly have bulletproof skin or anything like that. Rather, she possesses a staggeringly strong drive to survive.
Is that cannon she
no
wielded
matter
Mjolnir?
what.
Yeah, like the time when she had
She
to go
wielded
through
one.
intensive
Anybody can
surgery.
wield Mjolnir
Yeah,
as
she
long
was
as you're
still
worthy.
conscious.
Oh
Just
yeah.
imagine.
Right.
She felt every cut, every pull,
Facts.
every movement as the surgeon sliced open her stomach and sewed up her insides. Despite the incredible pain throughout this entire ordeal, which likely lasted several hours, for her own sake,
Yeah,
she
but have you ever
could
stepped
not
on a
move
Lego?
muscle.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh, that reminds me of my vasectomy. Both of them.
But even alongside the Avengers, Natasha maintains a
Snip, snip,
great sense of
snip, snip.
morality. Her path to redemption has been a rocky one, as her personal quest to destroy the Red Room has left a trail of bodies in its wake.
This is one redhead you don't want to mess with.
50 Shades of Black Widow.
While the stories of many world-class assassins often carry a truckload of
Hey,
baggage,
is that Wick?
few are quite as heartbreaking.
Never
as the
seen that.
case of
Everybody
Amelie
fucking loves it,
Lacroix.
though.
That's even more true than you think.
Connor
but we'll
Reese
get
found
there.
something else.
Growing up,
fucking-
Amelie never
live forever,
aspired or
dude.
trained for combat. In fact, she devoted much of her life to becoming a world-renowned ballerina in Paris, France.
You know, I've noticed it's almost a requirement for all badass assassins to be ballerinas or something. So I started working on a few moves myself.
What? Wait, hold on!
Doc,
Amelie's husband, however, was a key figure for Overwatch, a global peacekeeping organization spearheading operations against a terrorist group called Talon.
Talon tried over and over to kill this guy, but they just couldn't pull it off. So instead, they kidnapped Amelie. Damn. Not cool.
Thankfully, Overwatch quickly rescued her, and life returned to normal.
Or did it? Nope. Because out of nowhere, Amelie killed her hubby in his sleep.
Turns out, the kidnapping wasn't just a simple ransom or attempted lure. Talon ruthlessly subjected Amelie to intense neurological reconditioning, molding her into the perfect brainwashed sleeper agent.
Right, because she was sleeping next to him in their bed, and then bam! First kill! Sleeper agent.
Right, sure. She returned to Talon to complete their psychological and physiological reconfiguration process. When all was said and done, Amelie Lacroix was no more. In her place stood the cold-hearted assassin known as Widowmaker.
Ah, I get why she's called Widowmaker. Though it is kind of weird that the widow she was making was her.
Brilliant deduction, Boopstick. Widowmaker embodies the cold-hearted killer trope so well, it's actually literal. Talon's experiment slowed her heart rate and suppressed her emotions, turning her into an actual cold-blooded killing machine. Hence the cold blue skin.
That's not really a thing, is it? Turning your skin blue like that? Oh, I just figured she was the girl Smurf all grown up. It's gotta be some trauma.
There's actually a pretty easy way to turn your skin blue. You just need to drink some colloidal silver.
Is it safe?
Oh, yeah, sure, no doubt. It's 100% non-toxic silver.
Okay, bottoms up.
Anyway, the blue makeover wasn't just for show. With her heart rate down, her body's movements and vibrations are highly reduced.
The blood pulsing through your hands can actually bump up your shot. It's not by a lot, but when you're aiming at something 1,000 yards away, even a tiny bit of movement matters.
This might not sound too difficult until you consider that a typical human heart rate in a stressful situation can exceed 100 beats per minute. A perfect sniper has to time their shots between almost 2 beats per second.
So even though she started pretty late, Widowmaker skipped years of killing people school with just this one little tweak.
Talon's manifesto is that humanity is made stronger through conflict. And so Widowmaker was taught a variety of different combat and covert techniques to be ready for any violent possibilities.
She's ridiculously athletic. Just look at her go. And she's got plenty of handy tools to help her kill people even faster.
She carries a grappling hook with a 65-foot cable, perfect for getting around any terrain in an instant. Her venom mines stick to most surfaces, and after being triggered by movement, release a deadly toxin.
And give her a ping in her funny-looking spider helmet.
That's Widowmaker's Recon Visor, basically multi-screen super goggles. They provide infrared sight that spots heat signatures through walls and transmits multiple feeds.
Then there's her signature weapon, the one, the only, Widow's Kiss. It may look like an oversized SMG, but with a click of a button, it turns into a badass sniper rifle. As a sniper, this baby can fire at 4 different levels of power. A fully charged shot hits 10 times stronger than a standard one, making the Widow's Kiss one of the deadliest rifles in the world. Unless you're wearing some really heavy armor, it'll kill pretty much anyone with just one shot. Whiz, build me one now.
Yeah, with your luck, your hand will probably get stuck in one of the moving parts, and I'll have to be the one to amputate it and build you a mechanical replacement. Yeah, I'm in.
You don't know that.
That's a pretty good movie.
Stupid
127 hours.
Widowmaker is one of Talon's top agents, and has the feats to prove it. She's taken on Overwatch members multiple times, effortlessly defeating some of their own top agents, like fellow sniper Anna Amari, whose cybernetic eye can see 6 times greater than a normal one. And she pulls this off while achieving ulterior goals, such as when she baited Tracer into unknowingly allowing her to assassinate a diplomat. That's some intense on-the-fly multitasking.
And she's way tougher than she looks. Her visor can protect her from a sniper shot to the face, and she even took a hit from Doomfist's gauntlet. This thing can take down a skyscraper. But she was fine.
While it wasn't wielded by Doomfist himself at the time, it clearly struck with some serious power. An average skyscraper ranges between 250 to 300 feet tall. To topple it in one go, you'd need a force equivalent to at least 2 tons of TNT.
Oh,
You
God.
sure Talon didn't slip her some super serum in a drink or anything? Cause that's ridiculous.
Also, while ranged combat may be her forte, Widowmaker is skilled enough to take out an entire armed security force up close while avoiding their gunfire.
The blue bombshell can do it all. Kinda sucks that Talon drained her of all emotion, cause now she can't appreciate how badass she is. Kinda like how I sometimes forget I have a shotgun for a leg, until it—
God, I hate when that happens. Talon's experiments may have yielded astounding results, but I'm not sure they were quite so thorough. In fact, every Christmas, a certain blue-skinned woman can be found leaving a rose at her late husband's grave. So maybe, just maybe, Amelie isn't quite gone for good.
A single death can change everything.
All right, the combatants are
Oh,
set.
man.
We've run the data through all
This is going to be an
possibilities.
interesting
But
one.
first,
The
Pretty
internet
even.
is a complicated.
Well, in my opinion, there's a few really interesting dynamics. One, I don't think that the Venom is going to stop Widowmaker.
You mean Black Widow?
Black Widow, sorry. I think that they're both pretty durable, although the Doomfist one seems to be a little bit more impressive than falling from whatever it was, 10. I mean, even if it was like a
also
full
grenade
fucking
blast to
whatever.
the face, yeah.
Okay. I mean, in either case, that's still grenade isn't fucking 2 tons of TNT or whatever.
I'm just saying, dude. She's not Dane. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. I mean, so like I said, both of them is interesting. They both seem to be able to dodge bullets, or at the very least, avoid gunfire. Dodging bullets is a little bit misleading, I feel like. I mean, they could just suck. You know what I mean? They could just have shit aim. The one thing I think Widowmaker has going for her is that I feel like Black Widow's athleticism and ability to move around and stuff like that, and agility and all that kind of stuff, helps her a lot. And I think the fact that Widowmaker has fought and seemed to get the best of Tracer would indicate to me that twice, actually, that the Doomfist guy's the one that saved them in that fucking other scenario, the kid or whatever, would suggest to me that she's pretty fucking ridiculous when it comes to her predictive abilities or whatever. So I think that's going to help her quite a bit. I don't know. They didn't say she had any sort of resistance to electricity. I feel like, but I mean, her durability, I'm not sure if that's going to matter. I mean, I don't know. This one's pretty close to me.
This is a toss up for sure. I'm not even sure who I'm going with yet. I'm still thinking. Probably should stick with my original prediction. I have no idea how it would even end. I mean, one's better with a gun than the other one, and one's better hand-to-hand combat than the other one. It's real weird.
One thing that's going against Widowmaker quite a bit is the fact that in order for her to get her most powerful shot, she has to fucking charge it up. I do think she's better at aiming from a longer distance. They said that Natasha was like 100 or a couple hundred feet or something away when she hit the bow or whatever. They said that What's-Her-Face was like 1,000 yards away. So multiply that by 3.
Natasha get a 5-mile snipe though. It was one of her traits on the right-hand side instead of 5-mile snipe.
Okay, I missed that part.
Which
Oh
is
yeah, I
fucking
never
absurd.
fucking read those. You guys always say this, and I never fucking read them. The actual like things, unless they actually say it out loud, I never pay attention to it. So yeah,
I think I'm gonna stick with Black Widow, my original pick, but I think they're really even. It's hard to want to sway me one way or the other. I'm gonna stick with my original pick.
5 miles. That's absurd, actually.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually absurd. That's not going to come into play because they're never going to be 5 miles apart. But that's
Literally
ridiculous.
starts and they're 5 miles apart, so you just smash and kill her. Game over.
That is actually absurd, though. I mean, I feel like whoever wrote that comic doesn't actually realize how big 5 miles is. Like, how absurd that the notion that you're going to fucking hit that shot is. I'd be interested to see what the furthest travel a fucking bullet even goes.
I don't know, actually.
A Barrett 50 cal sniper has an effective range of about 1.2 miles. And an actual range of 4.2. So literally, no.
3-mile snipe, by the way. Just looked it up.
Okay, well, I guess it is possible then, you motherfucker, dude.
I fucking thought 5. 3 miles. Still long as fuck, though.
It's a long snipe, but technically speaking, it's theoretically possible to shoot it that far with a 50 cal. But it's fucking on the border, and it would probably be like an arc shot. Like you wouldn't be able to shoot straight. You'd have to like shoot it like
Oh.
up in the air for it to fucking come back down. Yeah.
Yeah, same up.
Joey's like, all right, gonna get that 3-mile shot. I'm ready.
I mean, it's not like they don't.
Straight up.
Not like they don't have gadgets and shit that are better than our fucking current ones or whatever in the Marvel
If they
universe
could
anyway.
just
But
activate aim assist, that'd be gooch.
True.
I don't know, man. This one is legit. Like I'm on the fence about. I'm gonna go with Widowmaker, partially because I wanted to win, and also partially because I think the endurance feat is significantly better. That's about all I can do. In terms of advantages, I think it's evenish. Maybe even slightly in favor of Black Widow.
Chris, you picking to break the tie, dude?
Black Widow.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go ahead and see who wins. KO.
See a lot of sound bites in here, dude. They animated the fuck out of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot her in the head. Widowmaker wins.
Je te vois. Got you.
That literally looks like a Barrett 50 cal, by the way.
Yeah, no shit. Oh.
Fuck.
It's finished. Rendezvous immediately.
I mean, you might want to call them because they're gonna be waiting for a while.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Was she just taking cover and shooting? Yeah.
Waldro having perfectly, dude. Some Leon shit going on here.
And they're on a fucking sort of on a highway.
Trying to escape me. No chance.
Too late to call for that now. Shit.
Lit.
Holy shit, eh?
That's the Ferris wheel from the Death Note movie, dude. Whose name did he write down?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
What's that? She ain't gonna give a shit about that.
Makes you think you could sneak up on me? I'm a goddamn Avenger.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
I think Black Widow's gonna win now. I don't think Widowmaker's gonna take her out up close.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Hey.
A break her neck.
Oh.
Oh. Gonna choke her.
I can't anything.
Nice theory. Let's test it.
Rip her head off.
Oh, fucking brutal.
That was crazy.
До свидания.
That was sick, dude. Never doubted it.
Damn! Which one was the cold-hearted
Got her with
chick
that
again?
classic.
Given her history,
can't remember what those
Natasha
things are called.
obviously brought a lot more combat experience to the battle than Widowmaker. Even still, this was far from one-sided. Widowmaker's arsenal in particular made it difficult for Natasha to outgun her in ranged combat, except for the Venom Mine, given her enhanced immune system.
But once Widowmaker was disarmed, something which seems to happen a lot, Natasha got the upper hand. Like, literally, she's way better at hand-to-hand. That's a no-brainer just based on how many martial arts she knows, her super serum boost, and how many people
We're
she's
here.
had to judo to death.
They both could dodge bullets and were expert shots, but Widowmaker has never shown capabilities equal to Natasha breaking a neck in one strike, running 35 miles per hour, or shooting a moving bowstring.
They were pretty evenly matched when it came to taking hits, though. Natasha took a grenade to the face, while Widowmaker got hit by Doomfist's gauntlet.
Yes, but while the gauntlet can take down a
gonna
skyscraper,
say it's
even in
because of the
Doomfist's
kid.
own hands, it certainly doesn't seem capable of doing so with only one hit. Much less in the hands of a skinny teenager.
Oh,
you,
Tony.
okay.
Prison.
Okay. So we're just leaving all those details out when we're doing the
Specifically
analysis.
used the grenade one against that too, and
Widowmaker
you're all like,
certainly
yeah,
had her
but I
moments,
mean,
but she just couldn't
I'll
match
be-
Natasha's greater speed, precision, and
oh
decades of
shit,
experience.
that's
You
great,
just
dude.
couldn't find that widow of opportunity.
The winner is Black Widow.
Easy clap, dude.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music,
Why even? See, okay. Sometimes they don't bring up the math, and it's like they're kind of misleading you a little bit. But it's they've got a little bit of plausible deniability where it's just like, well, technically we didn't mislead you, we just didn't provide you with all the information. If that feat didn't have anything to do with the skyscraper shit, and then they calced it anyway. Then they are purposely misleading you to believe that they're going to use that skyscraper feat as the feat for it or whatever. Otherwise, why do the calc, right? Like, if you
True.
know for a fact you're not going to use that calc,
That was a little mistake.
then why show that calc?
Remember
you
the one we watched where
motherfuckers?
they're holding the tree up, but it was actually still connected to the ground? You know?
That was pretty good.
No, it's all good. I mean, I think I even said that the durability thing is the main reason I chose it. So the fact that that's wrong makes a lot of sense then. I basically agree with everything they said. I don't see anything to disagree with, honestly.
Them fucking bitches. Okay, I agree with everything. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Those fucking motherfuckers, dude. Hashtag debated.
Hashtag debated indeed.
Anyways, I would like to point out something that they brought up earlier. I don't know if they switched comic book stories, but that happened in a comic book. Sure, Hawkeye seduced her out of her evil ways, but that the comic book strip they were showing was one specific story. And what happens is Hawkeye shoots Iron Man with an arrow. It bounces off of Iron Man's armor and hits Natasha, and he feels guilty about it. And because he hurt her the one time he strayed away from being a good guy and becoming this evil prick, it made him change his life for good, and then sign up with the You Could Be a Hero 2 program with Captain America, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. So that's what I was like, well, that's kind of false, but maybe they went with a different story. I don't know, but the comic book panels they were specifically showing were from that story, and they were telling that exact story, and then they're like, and then he seduced her, and I'm like, well, that's not true.
Well, let me run that through my factchecker.com real quick.
Go ahead, dude.
Came back, it's not fake news.
Some of my heroes, dude, I know my shit.
I will say the only thing that I didn't like about it overall was that they kind of made Widowmaker look like a bitch from the beginning. Honestly,
A little bit, yeah. She was
You
just
know-
kind of like running and stuff like that.
like, we gotta get out of here, abort. And they get close together, and she's just like, oh my god. Like, I don't know. I just the Widowmaker is kind of like calm, cool, collected, all that kind of stuff or whatever. And then
Haters
she was
detected.
a little bit. She was a little bit fearful that whole fight. Basically, I kind of.
Well, no, I mean, I looked at it like she was there to do her job. She killed the guy, and she's like, "Let's leave. There's no need to kill somebody else. I've done what I was Here for.
Well, she didn't
You're
say
kidding,
that till
right?
after she shot Black Widow, bro.
Are you serious, dude?
She legit didn't say that until after she shot Black Widow. She killed the guy
True.
and then shot Black Widow,
No,
and then was
bro.
like, "Job is done."
True.
Let me find this
Job
fuck
is done.
right here, I think.
Yeah, but she's just telling the plane to abort though, because the plane's gonna get blown up. She's trying to tell them to get the fuck out because Black Widow's gonna fuck them up.
Which
She's not
happened.
running away. She's running towards the Ferris wheel. She's running to meet where Black Widow is going. She's not running anywhere but the same way. Because she called in for evac, and I made a joke about that. I was like, well, you might
Gotcha,
want to call them and
gotcha.
tell them not to come in. And then that's
Okay.
when she's like, abort, abort.
Okay. Well, either way, that still would not be Widowmaker-like to me. But that is a different kind of not Widowmaker-like to me.
I mean, she honestly wouldn't give a fuck. If they
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
basically.
exactly. But that is not what I originally took it as either way, so. I was incorrect on that. But yes, I would still say that that's not really, she would be like, oh my god, I don't want you guys to die. Like, that wouldn't be, that would definitely not be the Widowmaker way, I don't think. But.
I mean, it's fair. Tony got debated pretty hardcore, so I get it. Normally,
I'm gonna punch you in the face
normally he doesn't care.
and destroy the skyscraper. And check this quick math out real quick. It actually done this much damage, but that has nothing to do with the fucking feet we're using. They got him, dude. Fucking, they got him.
It was
Well,
funny.
that was a purposeful debate. That's all I'm saying.
So she's got this gun. She always keeps on her. It's one shot kill. Never leaves home without it. Gets in a fight. She didn't have the gun with her. It's never happened. Sorry.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out our Patreon for early access, or if you want to see reactions to all of these anime and more. Thank you, of course, to all our patrons listed here, and a special thanks to these 10 individuals who have contributed the most. You guys are awesome, and we are humbled by your dedication in supporting us throughout our journey. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. We post several reaction videos every single week, and we hope to see our community grow as we do. Until next time, stay bright. We'll catch you on the dark side.